Every time I get sensation, leave the recall in the that I should not be drinking. Green pop, dot. But I reach that every time that I pull that. Every time I drink, I get that sensation. Totally disregarding the fact that I should not be drinking. My grandpa died from it, I think, but I reach that summit every time that I pull that glass. And it hit my stomach, past my liver. Hey, pass that cup, my nigga. You said you got your girl and her friend coming. Tell her bring that liquor with her. Cause I want that, I don't need that, but I'ma need that to put my seat back in Converse, bra and panties. I'ma wanna sip if I'm gonna wanna see that. It get a nigga so loose, it get a nigga so loose. She wanna give me that sugar, ooh, that means I need more juice. And I let that be my Kool-Aid, baby. Oh no, it's too late, baby. I don't think not a damn soul can save me, so I won't. Stop it, look what you do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me, do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me, do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me, do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me, do to me. Shit, drunk Texas to my ex, got me stressing the morning next. But I don't regret what I said, I just don't wanna hear her fret. I just don't wanna hear her shit. And I will not repent for the message I sent when I was spent off of that teleport I indulged in. Take it all in, that's the way the blue and green balls spin. Still I wanna be the spokesman for this shit that my liver is soaked in. Don't call me ashamed, nigga my life is to blame. He was against it, now he turned out. Oh, he must have horrible frames, must have horrible brains. He's gonna start to go insane. He need that wine in that cup, it must be so hard to maintain. Words of a spectator, when I'm associated with liquor. Hey liquor, are you listening? Get rid of all the shit that come with you. Stop it, look what you do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me, do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me, do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me, do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me. Stop it, look what you do to me, do to me.
I know you're bad for me, but you make me feel good. A heavenly poison to me, baby, you make me feel good.
Every time I get sensation, leave the recall in the that I should not be drinking. Brain pop, nah. But I reach this every time that I pull that and it hit my
Saturday night.
He was in the pool. That was we were sober. The girl and the two boys. The white girl, the friend, apparently. The girl and the two boys. Well, yeah, girl and two boys. That's three. But then you said two boys. They're gay, right? Or are they not? Maybe they're gay. I don't know. We need to find out. Are the white boys gay? What? The new ones. The new ones. I don't know. I'm really sorry about this. I've never made
Oh, you apologizing to me?
You are not rocking with Flyway Radio, the best in culture, the best in the world.
Hey, what's going on, world? This is King Joe the Great, the one and only. You can't clone me, the opposite of being phony. You're now tuning in into Flyboy Radio, the best of culture, the best of the world. You know what I'm saying? Real hip-hop over here. Now today, you know, we got somebody walking in the footsteps, definitely, of Bill Cosby, Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? He's a native, originally from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? You know, he reigned terror at Wonda Music, you know, from Jerry Wonda, you know, a Grammy Award winning producer. But, you know, whoever I'm talking about right now, he not only does rapping, he not only does songwriting, he also does producing, He also does graphic designing. There's nothing under the sun that he's not able to do. You know, he also has his own team as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give it up for my boy, Y Fame. What's going on, dog?
Yeah, what's good?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The world wanted to hear you. You know what I'm saying? And here you are, you know, talking to the Fly Boy fans, you know. First of all, you know, me personally, I'd like to thank you, you know, on behalf of Fly Boy fans and myself, you know, and Imperial Carter, my right-hand man, like Toucan Sam. You know what I'm saying? We like to thank you for coming by and, you know what I'm saying, giving us your time.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, now let's get to it, man. First of all, man, could you tell the peoples, our Flyboy fans, you know, where you can find your EP that's coming right now? You know what I'm saying? The July 20th, The Influence. Could you tell us a little bit about that EP? What's up?
Well, first of all, you can find it on my website, imyfame.com. It's basically about an individual struggling with alcohol. You know, he goes through several things. You know, he was into partying and, you know, going out all the time. He's in his early 20s. I kind of took my story and exaggerated it a little bit. So, you know, he's going out, going to these little gatherings, and people will tell him to go to church. He will, you know, refuse to go to church and replace that time with him being at church with drinking. Then, you know, right after, he would have a breakup with his girlfriend. And, you know, he just go through a whole bunch of things. And I had people to tell him, like, yo, slow down, like, chill. Like, you know, throughout the whole EP. But, you know, of course he doesn't listen. So, you know, he basically, he drinks away his pain, and eventually, you know, he gets alcohol poisoning. You know, he ends up in a hospital, and then, you know, it just leaves the listener with an unhappy ending. But it takes you on a whole ride throughout the whole project. So it's entertaining and it's good music at the same time.
And that's what we need, because like Les Brown said, if you can entertain somebody, you can educate them, most definitely. And one thing that I noticed, definitely from what you're saying and from what I heard, is pretty much the different approach that you have in your lyrics. So first thing I wanted to ask you was that, is there a rapper that you look up to or that influenced you on this rap thing?
Starting off early, you know, everybody was from, you know, like the East Coast. I'll say Jay-Z, you know, Kanye, of course he's from the Midwest. But you know, a lot of Nas and a whole bunch of underground artists I was listening to growing up, including producers. I say like Jay Dillon, Just Blaze influenced my sound. You know, so I took a whole bunch of styles and I made it my own. You know, and I grew with it throughout the years. And I started this when I was 10, 11. I wrote my first rap at 10. So, you know, I just been taking things that I like and putting it into my craft and making it my own since day one.
I mean, but that's straight hip hop too. You know, just because hip hop started off with, you know, sampling different beats, you know, sampling different works, and, you know, creating one thing and pretty much coming out with a message. You know, this is who we are. This is where we came from. So that's hip hop, man, straight up. And definitely gotta give you props to that. And I wanted to know, man, if you say Jay-Z and Kanye West, you know, of course, you know, they speak of course, different things. They speak of conscious things, but they also speak of like things that people are infatuated with and that's going on in the world. So, I mean, the materials that I heard from you is a different approach. What made you decide to do a different approach as far as with your storytelling capabilities and your rhymes?
Well, I know it's for this project, I know it's a lot of people out there that like to drink. And, you know, a lot of people careless about the shit. I just felt like it'll be a lot of people that can relate to my story. With anything that I do, I feel like a lot of people can relate, because that's all I do is put my story into the music.
Saturday night.
You know, I've had people to say like, yo, stop talking about yourself, talk about something else. But what I talk about is for other people to relate to. So the people, period, they inspire me to, you know, take this different approach, and whether it be something that I think nobody else is going through, I would still say it because there's somebody, us billions and billions of people in the world, somebody is going to relate to what I'm saying, you know. So, you know, whatever it is, I decide to put it in. I put everything on the table when it comes to music. Everything, every topic I can think of, every experience. If my damn pet die, I'll put it in music, you know, and I'll show that emotion. I'll give you. I probably wrote it in the time I was going through, so you're gonna hear the emotion. So there's a difference in, you know, other artists' music. When you listen to it, they probably wrote it at a different time. They just talking about it. I wrote it in the moment, so you hear the emotion, and I take that different approach. However I'm feeling, the first thing I say when I'm feeling this, I put it down. Whether I write it, whether I freestyle it, it's all authentic emotion. So, you know, that's what makes me take that different approach. It's all authentic.
Man, but we need more authenticity like this day and age, and definitely critics definitely need critiques themselves, because pretty much everybody has a story to tell. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, everybody been through the bads and the goods. So I commend you for, you know, going ahead and telling people, you know, the things that you came through. And you never know, you may inspire, if not one, you know what I'm saying, maybe thousands. So, you know, I definitely give you credit, man. Shout out to real hip hop, man. So with that being said, do you remember what made you got into music at the age of 10?
Believe it or not, it was the combination between my dad being a DJ, my mom singing around the house all of the time. She got a beautiful voice, by the way.
Okay.
And just listening to Criss Cross and Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff, like, the combination of those things made me want to start writing, you know, actually rapping. So, you know, and I just, like I said, I just took it and I just ran with it and created my own lane and started developing my craft. You know, so it started way early.
I mean, most definitely. And once you work, you know, as a result, you see your progress. So, you know, first of all, if you are on Flyboy Radio, that means you are doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? Because we bring nothing but the best, man. It's for real. We real talk, we real radio over here. We authentic. We're the opposite of plastic, aluminum foil. We don't fold, we don't bend over here. I'm just telling you, man, I ain't talking trash just to talk it. But anyways, you know, enough about me. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about fame and miscellany, man. Pretty much, just as I was saying, when you know, as far as work, you know what I'm saying, as a result of work, you know, you see your progress come up. So it landed you at the Apollo Theater, you know, and that was one of my dreams as a child, to perform at the Showtime at the Apollo Theater. So tell us, and I'm pretty sure everybody out there too, you know what I'm saying, tell us, how did you feel when you was a part of that legacy? Talk to me, man.
I mean, it was... I wish I'd have made it to like the stage under the TV part.
Okay.
Right under the TV part. It was like, you know, all those people watching you, it's always a rush, but then you like scared as hell at the same time. You know, so it was like, you know, I felt good to be a part of what I've watched on TV. You know, when I was at my grandma's house,
right?
I was like, 6, 7, 8 watching Showtime at the Apollo. I mean, I didn't think my talents would actually get me there. You know, it was you know, it's a competition, so I really didn't. I didn't win. That had me sad. I was only 11, so you know, I damn near cried, but I didn't cry. But it was a good experience, man. It made me better as a performer. Every time I go on stage, I imagine that day when I was auditioning for it. You know, so it felt good, man. It felt like I was a part of something, and that's always a good feeling.
Man, it just sound like, you know, it sound like you fell your way to success, man, because what doesn't kill you make you stronger.
Word.
And believe me, some people have not even made it to the audition part, to the before the TV part. You know what I'm saying? So you right here in Flyboy Radio, and not only, you know, let's not forget people, he not only does his rap thing, he does producing. So not only you're an MC, but you also do your producing and songwriting. So tell me, do you produce majority or most of your materials?
Most of it, yeah. I would say about 95% I produce everything on my own. I write it, produce it, record it, mix it, arrange it. You know, a whole bunch of work goes into my music, man. I really take pride in that, and I don't let anybody take that away from me. I never let anybody take that away from me.
Hell no.
As I shouldn't. But you know, yeah, I produce most of my stuff, and I've been producing most of my stuff since I was 10, 11 years old.
Hell yeah, and that's a very young age to start off too, man. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it went from there to producing, and you know, you got Miscellany Music Group. You know, could you tell us a little bit about Miscellany Music Group?
Miscellany it's an organization and a music group. I founded in 2011. We consist of songwriters, poets, artists, graphic designers.
Okay.
We do everything. Like we're jacks of all trades. So, you know, and if anything that I need or any one of my people need in Miscellany, we don't have to go outside of our circle. If we do, it's because we choose to. You know what I mean? And especially with music, you know, we got our own writers, and you know, we got concept builders. You know, we based out of Jersey, so we you know, we move around the city a lot that we're in. And, you know, we love to make music, man. That's what we do. We love to make people feel what we feel through music. That's our main objective.
Objective. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm building a timeline. At the age of 10, you was definitely influenced by this music.
Mm-hmm.
At the age of 11, you made it through the Showtime at the Apollo.
Yep.
Not only that, you got the Miscellany Music Group.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So tell me, how did you felt the day that you joined Wonda Music Group for the first time?
I felt like, you know, the same way I felt when I did that audition for the Apollo. I felt like I was a part of something, and like I said, that's always a good feeling. And knowing that what Jerry Wonda did, and having him tell me that he loves my spirit and he loves my music and he sees my talent, that's something I'm always going to hold on to. And it felt great, man. I mean, you know, we had the meeting. After the meeting, I went outside and I screamed. I screamed, yo, because I knew that there was a next level that I achieved by myself. And it's just the combination of who Jerry Wonda was, what he was bringing me into, who he was letting me meet, and how I did it just by hard work. It made me yell at the top of my lungs. It made me go to Times Square and yell at the top of my lungs. I did that.
Literally in Times Square?
In Times Square, I did that.
In front of all these people?
In front of all of these people.
They ain't look at you like how they look at tourists looking up in the sky?
I didn't give a damn how they looked at me, yo. I was going, you know, it would be people on Restaurant Avenue handing out flyers in front of their restaurant. I guess that was their job. But I would go up to each one and was like, hey, hey, I did it. I did something. I did it. I went to each of them and I was like, hey, guess what? I did it. You know what I mean? So it felt like I had $1 million in my pocket minus the $1 million. You know what I mean? So it was just like the joy, man. I wish I could bring that. I wish I can bring that whole day to you and just let you watch it on the screen. Cause it was just so. It was dope, man. It was dope.
I mean,
dope.
I was not there at that present moment, but I can visualize it from every moment that you said, and it must be an exciting day. So I definitely commend you for that. You know what I'm saying? You said you screen shit. Me, I would've did 4 backflips and 7 somersaults straight up. You know what I'm saying? The whole world would've known. Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, so how does it feel to work alongside somebody such as Mr. Wonda? Like, tell me.
Knowing that he respects your talent and your work is just great, man. It's dope to know that somebody of that caliber is waiting to hear something good from you, knowing that they're gonna receive something good from you. And I look at myself, I'm just this one little dude out of Philly who just been making music for to keep myself sane and happy. For him to find me at a show and him to just pick me up and say, yo, I believe in what you do. I believe in you. I like you, I respect you. I want you part of my team. That's just like it's dope, man. And having him say like, yo, I want your input on this record. What's your input on this record? What you think about this? Having him care about what I think means a lot. You know what I mean? To somebody, I mean, he founded the Fugees. I was riding around in the car with my mom at 7 listening to Killing Me Softly.
Yeah.
And to be under his imprint, that's dope, yo. And when I told my mom, she was just in awe, man. She was like, how you pull that off? I said, hard work. That's exactly what I told her.
Yeah.
I told her, just let me work and watch what I come up with. Just let me work. Just let me make this music. I know I ain't got no job. I know I ain't helping out with the bills, but let me work and watch what I come up with. And just having him stand behind that, it's dope, man. It's dope.
I mean, you mentioned that, what you do, it keeps you happy and it keeps you sane. But, I mean, I was told that, years ago that if you do something that you love, it's like you never worked a day in your life.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So, you doing what you're supposed to do, man. So, I definitely commend you for that. Definitely, man. I mean, is there anybody else that you would like to work with, too?
Of course, it'd be the Kanye Wests and Jay-Z's, but, that comes in due time. I'm working towards that. I like to work with Kendrick and the J. Cole's and but I wouldn't consider those things one of my main goals. Of course, these are all artists I like and I respect, but my main goal is just I want to touch these people, man, with my art. I just want these people to respect and enjoy my artwork. That's all. And if these people can be a part of my artwork, then that's just a plus, man. That's just a plus.
Man, Real Talk Radio, man, that's a bonus. That's a plus. You heard? In a Hard Work video, is that you in Philly or New Jersey?
That's me in Harlem, New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Neither Philly nor New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. You know what I'm saying? I was paying attention to it, man. I know it was up north for a fact, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we was traveling around on the trains. It was fun, man. It was fun. Yeah, it was dope, man. Just traveling around Harlem and all different types of parts of New York.
Okay.
I love New York, man.
Yeah, I love New York too, man. But like I was saying earlier, like, you know what I'm saying, head to the sky, you know what I'm saying, you in Manhattan, Times Square,
Word.
you know what I'm saying, they could tell you a tourist. So that's how I am, you know, that's how I was when I first time in New York. But it's a beautiful place, man, you know. I mean, I recommend everybody to check it out, man, for real. Let's see. I wanted to know a few more things, just a few more things. Is there any word of advice or wisdom you would like to give our listeners or anybody that looks up to you right now? You know what I'm saying? Now's the time to drop them jewels, them knowledge.
Don't stop, man. Do not stop. For nothing or nobody. Don't stop what you're doing. Continue. You got a dream. Don't let nobody come in between you and your dream. If you do that, then you fooling yourself, man. If you question yourself, then there's no reason to be doing this. Whatever you doing, you know. And I've had people doubt me. I've had people say like, yo, you ain't gonna make it, and you know, you're not good enough, and your raps don't got enough punchlines, and your beats ain't strong enough. And I heard all that, man, but
you ain't slapped nobody?
Nah, I ain't slapped nobody,
okay,
man. As hard as it was not to.
I'm just joking, y'all.
Yeah, nah, I ain't slapped nobody, but I wanted to a few times, but I didn't. Just don't give up, man, and don't doubt yourself. Just believe in the talent you got, the talent that you was given, and embrace it, man, and treat it like your child. Like, continue to grow, learn things. If you're around superiors, stay quiet and don't talk too much. Absorb, you know, and just be humble, yo. Just be humble, and you gonna go far. Patience, humbleness, determination. It goes far. It goes really, really far.
And I agree with every single thing that you just said, dog. Like real talk, like the crib walk. You know what I'm saying? I ain't banging, dog. I'm just saying. I ain't banging. I'm just saying. That's what my boy Imperial Carter said. You know, shout out to my right hand man. Dick. But anyways, man. I wanted to know what Y Fame stands for. Tell the people.
Well, the Y came from young. It used to be Young Fame when I started battling in middle school. You know, so, you know, as I got older, everybody started to add like Lils or Young or whatever to their names, and I just didn't want to be a part of that crowd. So I took the Young off and kept the Y. And I'm not gonna lie, it had to do with Twitter also, because when I signed up for Twitter, it was already 1,000 Young Fames. I'm like, damn, like, I can't be Young Fame with all these Young Fames out here. So, you know, at that point, I was just like, all right, man, just let me get rid of the O-U and G, and let me just put Y Fame. And it kind of had a ring to it. My management at that time was like, yo, that name's not marketable. It's not catchy. It's not going. I don't like that name. Don't do that. So I dropped him as a manager.
I feel you.
And I kept moving forward. And my stage name from there on was Y Fame. And one of the reasons for me keeping that name is because somebody told me not to do it. So I did it anyway. And now it's working.
Hell yeah. I mean, just like you said before, you know what I'm saying, and from what I observed or perceived, either or, like, definitely the authenticity, like, you know, coming from you, you know what I'm saying, not only from the hip-hop lyrics, but from your name itself. I mean, you know, you only got one name, and when you leave this earth, people ask about your name, they ask who you are, you know. Everybody want to be big, little, and young. Ain't that something? You know, we got Y Fame, you know, Y Fame, and he just answered it. You feel me? Last thing, where can the fans find you?
Fans can find me Man, just Google me on Twitter. You can find me. You know, my Twitter handle is @YFame. That's @YFAME. You can find me on my website, IamYFame.com. On Facebook, I am YFame. And my personal page on Facebook, Famey Miscellany Bridges. You know, I'm around, man. Just type my name in. I'll come up. I'm pretty sure I will come up. You know, I got a blog on Tumblr, mcmxc.tumblr.com. You know.
What about the mathematics one?
Mathematics. Yeah, that's a noble blog. Mathematics stands for music, art, and fashion.
Okay.
That's also my blog too. But you know, you can type in YFame and you'll find me, man. I'm around. I'm not hard to find at all. Come holler at me. Shoot me some feedback. It don't matter.
And I can second that, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, he got his credibility. Not only that, he's a good rapper. Y'all go ahead and y'all check that EP coming out. It drops on July 20. You know, it's called, you know what I'm saying, you know, check out The Influence. It's called The Influence. Y'all check out the single, The Influence. You know, I just want to thank you once again, YFM, for taking your time to come on Flyboy Radio to speak to not only me, but also the Flyboy Radio fans.
Word. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? This is how we do it on Flyboy Radio. You know, the best of culture, the best from the world. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, real radio, real hip-hop. King Joe the Great, the streets poet. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no phony. Nobody can clone me. Imperial Carter's my homie. You know what I'm saying? We all in there. We all in like New Orleans. Always balling, never falling.
That's a lot of rhymes.
Yeah, you did. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but you know what I'm saying? Like my boy Imperial Carter say, we in the building like teenage children. You know, you can check me out, King Joe Flyboy, man. But once again, God bless y'all and peace.
You are now rocking with Flyboy Radio, the best in culture, the best from the world.